morning. My name is Deanna RIDOLFO, and I am the Supervisor of Guidance. I would like to welcome you all to our annual Giraffe Hero event. Normally, we would have all of our district admins here, but unfortunately, Mr. Lano, our superintendent, he's out with an injury, and our other admins are over at the moving up ceremony over at the high school, but they will be here. They'll be coming a little bit late, so I just wanted to make sure everybody understood they will be here. That's why nobody else is here. Rosalind Feliciano is going to help me give out certificates, so thank you. So I just wanted to say a quick thank you to Steph McHale in the back over there. She's my right hand, and she helped me put everything together, and without her, this probably wouldn't be half set up, so thank you, Stephanie. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Now to the reason why we are all here. I'd like to congratulate all of this year's Giraffe Hero Award recipients and their families. Although many would say that being nominated as a Giraffe Hero or Heroine is an honor, it's actually our honor to have these students as part of our school families. To give everyone a little background on the program, the Giraffe Heroes program was a character education program that was taught by our counselors in the classrooms that was started many years ago. Although the lessons have changed over the course of the years, the program still focuses on the same qualities and ideals that are still being taught in the classroom. The program focuses on being courageous and sticking your neck out for the common good, persistently seeking a goal, being of a kind and generous spirit, and being helpful in problem solving. These students were all chosen because they all exhibit these characteristics on a daily basis, not only at school, but within their communities. They are shining examples of what it truly means to be a Giraffe Hero. Although we are here to celebrate these amazing students, I would be remiss if I did not commend all of the families of these students for doing such a wonderful job. The qualities these children possess are clear examples of what they have been taught at home. So thank you, families. So now on to the awards. First up, I'm going to have Rossi Elementary School with Ethan Wardell.
Hi, my name is Tiffany Snitzel, and I am a first grade teacher at Anthony Rossi Elementary School. I am here on behalf of Ethan Wardell's fifth grade teacher, Mrs. Brenda Livengood, and myself, as we both nominated Ethan for this honor. When I read about the qualities that personify the Giraffe Hero, the only name that came to my mind is Ethan. I have known Ethan his entire life and have watched him blossom into a natural leader. He knows how important being a team player is and how to support his fellow teammates. I have observed Ethan playing both soccer and football. He conducts himself like a gentleman and holds himself accountable to his team. Ethan is able to see the positive in both a win and a loss. He treats everything as an opportunity to learn and grow. Once Ethan began school at Rossi, he began dreaming of being a safety. Ethan set this as his goal, and he not only achieved it, but he has been a standout as a leader. Ethan is a wonderful role model for the younger students. I see Ethan on posts directing young students to their classrooms and reminding them to be safe. He is an asset to the teachers as well. Ethan is always happy to help out and assist in any way he can. He is dependable and honest. Ethan truly cares about people. He never wants anyone to feel left out or alone. I have so many memories and examples of what an awesome person Ethan Wardell is. I could never adequately describe him other than extraordinary. He pushes himself to achieve not just academically, but socially as well. Ethan leaves everyone he interacts with a better person. I am so proud of what he has achieved, and I'm honored to watch what he will accomplish in middle school and beyond. Mrs. Livengood shared that she has had the pleasure of having Ethan Wardell in her fifth grade classroom this year for math and science. Ethan is a stellar student, achieving principal's list for the year thus far. He is well-rounded and strives to do his best in everything he does. Ethan has a heart of gold and a kind demeanor towards all staff and students as well. He is captain of the safety patrol and displays diligence and responsibility at all times. He considers others before himself and is willing to assist others wherever and whenever he can. In class this year, Ethan has offered regularly to help other students to understand concepts and assignments that have been difficult for them. He has set his own needs aside and chosen to peer tutor a classmate instead of a more leisurely or entertaining activity. In doing so, Ethan has persisted until he has been able to find a method that was best able to meet the struggling student's needs in an exceedingly kind and patient manner. It is for these reasons that I am nominating Ethan for the Giraffe Hero Recognition Award this year. And we are all so proud of you at Rossi.
Next up, from Barcy, is Magnolia Jacobs.
Hi, can everyone hear me? All right, perfect. My name is Miss Caitlin Muller. I am from Dan Barcy Elementary School. I teach 3rd grade, and I'm very proud to announce Magnolia Jacobs as the Dan Barcy's Giraffe Hero for the 2022-2023 school year. Magnolia, a 4th grader in Mrs. Provenzano's class, has made an impact on staff and students since she first started at Barcy School. She was nominated by 3 staff members, and what they wrote was exemplary. In kindergarten, Mrs. Pantaleone enjoyed Magnolia because she was a shining star. She was very helpful with a special education student in the room, and despite a bit of language barrier, they were best friends. Magnolia was always very loving, giving, and cooperative with her teacher. Mrs. Pantaleone said Magnolia made her feel like a part of her family, and she enjoyed going to her 6th birthday party. In her 1st and 2nd grade years, her teachers remembered Magnolia as having a good sense of humor and being a good friend. Mrs. White stated that Magnolia always had a smile on her face and showed kindness. She has the biggest heart and is always willing to go out of her way to help others. I was the lucky teacher to have Magnolia for 3rd grade. In my classroom, Magnolia stuck her neck out for all students within Barcy's diverse population. She took private sign language lessons, learning terms like good morning, how are you, and can I help you. Magnolia also volunteered her time during lunch to help out with the speech therapy lunch bunch lessons that were hosted outside during our hybrid school year. She even wrote a research paper last year about becoming a speech therapist and showed all the inclusive activities she would do with her future students. She's a great help during bus dismissal by putting up bus numbers and displaying them on the board. She's a great help overall throughout the school and is an overall well-rounded student who is involved in the school band, announcements crew, and volunteering throughout the building. We are lucky to have Magnolia at Barcy School. The special area teachers also felt that Magnolia was deserving of this prestigious award. Ms. Robbins felt that she has one of the biggest hearts, not only at Barcy School, but that she has ever seen. She is kind and loving to everyone who comes in contact with her. She is encouraging to her peers and is always looking out for the feelings of others. Mrs. Robbins stated that she is proud of Magnolia each day and is an absolute joy to have in her class. Magnolia is a very busy little girl. She participates in theater, the Triple Threat Workshop, as well as the Levoy Theater in Millville. She is an aspiring dancer at the Arts of the Dance Center, where she takes ballet, tap, jazz, hip-hop, and acro. She's also a member of the Vineland Youth Running Club and the Healthy Kids Running Club. Even with this busy schedule, Magnolia finds time to volunteer for the Field of Dreams Challenger League in Absecon. This is a place where physically and mentally disabled children and adults can participate in baseball. Magnolia partners up with kids and helps them participate. Depending on their ability, she can help them bat, hold their hand as they run to each base, as well as help them get the balls to throw back while playing in the outfield. Mrs. Newcomb met with Magnolia and asked if there was anything that she wanted to say to her parents and grandparents. For her parents, Magnolia wanted to say thank you for always believing in me. And for her grandparents, her aunt, uncle, and her cousin Bodie, Magnolia wanted to say thank you for always cheering me up whenever I am sad. And to her whole family, Magnolia wanted to say, I love you all. This award is so well deserved, and I'm proud that Magnolia Jacobs is representing Barcy School as our Giraffe Hero. Congratulations, Magnolia.
short. Next up, from Johnstone School, we have Anaya Gonzalez.
Hi, everybody. I'm Heather Vineland, and I was Anaya's 7th grade physics teacher last year, and she is that amazing that she was doing physics in 7th grade and rocked it. So one of her 6th grade teachers, Mrs. Evelise Flores, and I put this together for her. As a middle school teacher, many great students walk through your classroom door each year, but every once in a while, one of those students is exceptional. They leave a mark on your heart with their classmates and with the school community. This is Anaya Gonzalez. Anaya is a student at the Applied Math and Science Academy. I can tell you firsthand she is a conscientious student and her grades reflect that. But honestly, to only talk about Anaya's academic achievements would be selling her short. A team player, Anaya is always willing to find a solution to any problem and paves the way for the best cooperative learning environment with her peers. When asked, Anaya's peers describe her using the following words: encouraging, outspoken, kind, funny, hardworking, beautiful, goofy, and fun. Throughout her middle school career, Anaya has had an enthusiasm to learn and a drive to go above and beyond. Every day she gives 100% and she is always willing to help others. Anaya is a volunteer in our preschool mentoring program where she works with 3 to 5-year-olds who are in need of a little extra attention. She is also a peer tutor and helps younger students in need of academic support. Outside of school, Anaya participates in a youth group at her church and volunteers to set up the goals and get the fields ready for the Vineland Soccer Association. Anaya's soccer coach regards Anaya as determined, skillful, dedicated, and reliable, both on and off the field. Anaya is a strong, determined human that holds herself to the highest of standards in all she does. She is known for her attention to detail in regard to her peers and teachers. An example of this was Anaya remembering that Mrs. Flores has a love for pickles, as Anaya does. Anaya then surprised Mrs. Flores with a jar of pickles at the end of her 6th grade year. She is empathetic and shows she cares through simple acts of kindness like this daily. I want to end with a quote. I thought about great women throughout history. However, knowing Anaya, I think quoting Abby Wambach, 2-time Olympic gold medalist, FIFA World Cup champion, and 6-time winner of the U.S. Soccer Athlete of the Year Award is more appropriate. To paraphrase, there is a wolf inside of every woman. Her wolf is who she was made to be before the world told her who to be. Her wolf is her talent, her power, her dreams, her voice, her curiosity, her courage, her dignity, her choices, her truest identity. Anaya, you were never Little Red Riding Hood. You were and are the wolf. So.
Next up, from Petway School, Haley Anderson.
Can I hold, am I gonna mess this up if I hold this? I think it's easier that way. And then you might be able to hear me because I know we were struggling in the back. It's okay. It is my honor to stand here and recognize Ms. Haley Anderson as Petway School's Giraffe Hero for the 2022-23 school year. She is currently a straight A 5th grader at Petway Elementary School. And it's not any one particular thing that Haley does that got her this nomination and this award, but it's her overall character and the outstanding human being that she truly is. She is also, so we know she's a straight A student, super involved at Petway. She's also involved outside in her community. She's a student athlete. She's involved in pretty much every sport you could ever ask her to be involved in. And beyond her academics and her sports, she finds time to volunteer. She is 10 years old. I'm not sure when I was 10 years old I was even thinking about volunteering, but she finds ways to give back to her community as a 5th grader. She coaches youth sports. I took my daughter to swim practice last night, and guess who was in the pool helping the little 5-year-olds learn how to swim? Haley. I had no idea she'd even be there, and I said, this is just another example of why she's so deserving of this award. She also helps coach at the Dolphin Swim Club with the Big Brothers and Big Sisters Association. The kids go out and she helps them learn how to swim as well. You can find her bagging groceries at ShopRite with her softball team, and volunteering just in so many ways throughout the community. What I also think is important to note, most 5th graders, as you heard, safety patrol is a very prestigious position to achieve. Haley was nominated for safety patrol. She would have made that. She politely declined because she chooses to spend her lunch and recess working with our deaf education students and our special education students at Petway School. She, this year, has taken up learning American Sign Language and has even gone so far as she's befriended some of our kids in our deaf ed class and has gone to the Levoy Theater to watch an all-deaf production of Matilda, completely in sign language. Sat next to our student, watched the whole thing with her, and the smile on the face of our student every morning when she comes in and sees her and they can sign hello and communicate is amazing. She also gives up her lunch and recess to visit Mrs. Holt's special education classroom. She goes in, Mrs. Holt will tell you anytime you see her how wonderful Haley is and how the children react to Haley. They look forward to her visits. She helps them, she holds their hand, she'll take them to the nurse, she'll take them to the lavatory, wherever they need to go. She'll read a book to them. She helps them with their social skills. She helps them with their reading. Anything that she can do, she is there to help and take them to where they need to go. During our monthly assemblies, we have pep rallies each month to celebrate our character traits. Most kids, they love being with their class. It's exciting, it's kind of loud. We get into it over there at Petway, but not Haley. Haley chooses to sit with her friends in the special education room and the deaf ed room to kind of help them because it can be an overwhelming sensory experience for those kids. So Haley will sit with them, and when they win Student of the Month, whoever the Student of the Month is, she will hold them by the hand and help walk them up to the stage, onto the stage, down from the stage, back to their seats. And that is not a small feat for anyone to do. And she does it, and they smile, and they look at her with admiration, and it is a wonderful thing to see. I don't want to forget anything, Hale. Haley is kind-hearted and compassionate, and she does not look for accolades and rewards for any of the things that she does. She truly does not want to thank you. She does not want the recognition, which I think is another wonderful feature of a Giraffe Hero. She sees the community around her through a different lens than most 10-year-olds. As a Giraffe Hero, Haley observes the world around her and sees what needs to be done for the common good of all people. The effort, kindness, and love that comes from her heart is certainly shown through her character and community service. As a Petway Patriot, our students are expected to follow the pathway to Patriot Pride, consisting of multiple character traits that Haley exemplifies throughout her school day and in her community. From helping her teammates bag groceries at ShopRite to helping her peers in school, Haley is a great example of a Giraffe Hero, someone with a huge heart, always willing to stick her neck out for others. Congratulations, Haley.
Next up is from Winslow, Tristan SAINTCYR. Might be better if we use that.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Carolyn Ansink, school counselor, and this is Tristan SAINTCYR, 5th grade student at Winslow. Giraffe Heroes are caring, helpful, courageous, and persistent. They consistently are generous, thoughtful, and kind. They take initiative without expecting anything in return. Others admire them for their good deeds and kind acts. Giraffe Heroes stand out and are exceptional in going above and beyond to stick their necks out to help others. Behind a cordial demeanor and a warm smile is a Giraffe Hero. His name is Tristan SAINTCYR. He is a 5th grade student at Winslow Elementary School. He is admired by teachers, students, and school staff. He is a positive role model for everyone. He is cheerful, kind, respectful, and helpful. He is exceptionally polite and optimistic. Tristan stands out for his good deeds. He received not 1, not 2, but 3 nominations for this award. Tristan always assists staff and students throughout the building. He instantly helps others whose hands are full by opening the door. You never have to ask Tristan for help because he instinctively, without hesitation, lends a helping hand. He goes above and beyond to make staff and students have a better day. During the morning news, he helps his co-anchors report the school news. You can't help but smile when you are pleasantly greeted with a good morning from Tristan. Classmates describe Tristan as helpful, respectful, funny, and kind. They say he is someone who is always helping others. You can see him helping younger students in the hallway throughout the school every day during arrival and dismissal. While on post as a safety, he helps students and staff get to and from class safely. Every morning, he offers assistance to teachers with carrying their school bags. You also will see him delivering the occasional package of birthday cupcakes. Tristan loves learning. In his spare time, he likes to read and learn about history. He also likes to help others learn. He helps students with questions about classwork. He helps peers to have an open mind, study for tests, and to play football and soccer. He encourages students to follow the rules and do the right thing. He cheers students up when they are sad by telling jokes to make them laugh. Tristan is a true leader. He always chooses to do the right thing and help in some way. When Tristan was asked why he is so helpful, he gave a thoughtful reply and said, "The reason I always try to be helpful is because I like to help people. I believe if I don't offer to help, then who will? I enjoy seeing the faces of people I help. It warms my heart when people say, 'You made my day.'" Tristan, you make Winslow a better place. You already know helping others without expecting anything in return is what true self-worth is all about. Keep sticking your neck out because you never know when a helping hand will change another person's entire life.
Next up, from Memorial, CARA FARSIDE.
Hi, my name is Haley. CARA is in my 8th grade Honors English 1 class this year. My speech is short but sweet, kind of like us. I'm the short, she's the sweet. When I think of a giraffe, I think of a serene animal. A creature so astonishingly vivid, yet stoic at the same time. When we were asked to nominate this year's Giraffe Hero, I knew without a doubt in my mind that I was nominating CARA FARSIDE. CARA was also nominated by a few other teachers. She's in all accelerated classes. She makes it look easy. CARA reminds me every day of how much a student can accomplish when they set their mind to it. Much like a giraffe, CARA is meticulous in every move she makes. She is capable of planning out an entire process to accomplish a goal and takes her time achieving it step by step. If there is a challenging student in our class, I know exactly who I'm going to pair them with. It's CARA. She is that calm to that middle school storm. Navigating life as a teenager in middle school is a challenge, but CARA makes it seem almost easy. Her focus is unwavering, her respect for everyone around her is unmatched, and her dedication to her achievements is obvious. I would like to end this with a quote from Dr. Rupling: "The world's greatest achievers have been those who have always stayed focused on their goals and have been consistent in their efforts." Cara, if you stay focused, I know you will be one of our world's greatest achievers, and I'm very proud of you.
Next up from Pilla Middle School is Dominick Merritt.
My name is Mrs. Mona Morrow, and this, of course, is Dominick Merritt. If I were in 7th grade, I would definitely want Mr. Dominick Merritt to be my very best friend. He is one of the most kind-hearted students I have ever had the honor to teach, and well-deserving of becoming Sergeant Dominick Pilla's Giraffe Hero for this year. At school, Dominick always looks for opportunities to help everyone, classmates and teachers. His willingness to do good overflows into everything he does. There is a deep-seated kindness about Dominick that keeps a smile on this face always. Whenever a problem arises, Dominick is the first one to volunteer to find a solution. He courageously offers to assist others when they seem to be struggling. Incredibly kind when assisting fellow classmates understand concepts, and he works with everyone. Recently, we had a new classmate from another state that really had struggles to fit in. Who was the very first one to step up and offer help? Dominick, of course. He was so kind, compassionate, caring, and patient. As Dominick's teacher, I have overheard many times Dominick compliment classmates on a job well done. He gently offers help and is a positively persistent presence in our classes. Dominick is kind-hearted and thoughtful to others outside of school too. In addition to striving for excellence in academics and caring for others at school, he helps the elderly and his family and the little ones at his church. He's got all the ages covered. Over the past couple of years, as he's entered youth group age, he shared his time helping with the little children and assisting their teachers. He enjoys volunteering and completing yard work for some elderly members of his family during the summer. You can often find him at the Morristown Hunting Club, where he helps keep the game reserve clean by volunteering to pick up trash. He just has a kind heart ready to serve always. In almost every situation, a gigantic smile will be on Dominick's sweet face. There is a goodness about Dominick that permeates into all areas of his life. He is very proud of his family and loves deeply. He has a huge heart for everyone he knows. His positive outlook on life is contagious and a delight to interact with every day. It is my honor. It is for all of these reasons that Dominick is the perfect giraffe hero, always sticking his neck out for others with this gigantic, gentle smile on his face. Great job, Dominick.
Next up from Durand, Juan Cruz Matias.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Fiocchi, and I'm a 4th grade teacher at Durand School. I would like to nominate Juan Cruz Matias for this year's Giraffe Hero. For our character trait project, Juan chose the word gentle, and I don't think there's a more perfect word to describe such a sincere, kind-hearted child. Juan is truly a friend to every child in the classroom. In a group that struggles with getting along with others and being polite, Juan is always ready to lend a helping hand. He will sit next to anyone with no complaints or grumbles and will work diligently to make sure that both of them stay on task and get their work done. He will always put the needs of others before himself and always sees the best in those who are around him. He doesn't get upset or grumpy with children who act out, but instead asks if they are okay and tries to console them when they are having a bad day. It is not uncommon to see Juan trying to help a student calm down when they become upset or even angry, even if he isn't necessarily a close friend to them. For instance, a student was having a bad day in class and was getting frustrated. The child put their head down and refused to do their work and started to cry. Without any prompting and without interrupting the class, Juan found his way over to the child and sat with them, talking to them about what was going on and how they could feel better. Juan then sat with them until they started their work and calmed down, and then he came over to tell me what was going on and how I could help the upset student. Later on that day, in the lunchroom, some students were making fun of the classmate who was having a bad day. Juan went over to sit with the classmate when he was all alone and upset because of the teasing. Juan did not come and tell me that he did this, but rather another student saw this happening and made sure to let me know that Juan was being a good friend, even outside of the classroom. As educators, I'm sure that many of us know that this is not how most students would handle this situation. However, in our classroom, this isn't an isolated scene. Juan is always ready to lend an ear, a hand, or just be a friend to anyone who may need someone. Juan finds a way to be helpful while still being respectful, and I think that this pairing of traits makes him such a valuable asset to his class. The past couple of years have been very trying for Juan. His family suffered a devastating loss. However, Juan still chooses to come in every day and give his best efforts and help those around him and shine his light in spite of the dark days that he had to walk through. This perseverance and good attitude is a testament to his true character and big heart. I've met many wonderful students, but I don't think I've ever met such a selfless, caring, and true gentle child like Juan before. Juan has made a tremendous impact on those around him. I'll leave you with these lasting words on the importance of treating others with kindness. It's a quote from Maya Angelou, and I think that it captures his spirit perfectly. I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Congratulations.
From DePalito, Melvin Torres. Yay! His name was above, and I was like, wait, it's still over here.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, everyone. I had the pleasure of being one of Melvin's 5th grade teachers this year from DePalito. We are so proud of him, and I want to show you off a little bit to everyone. Today, I would like to present to you DePalito School's Giraffe Hero, Melvin Torres. Choosing the Giraffe Hero is always a difficult decision. Our hero, Melvin, had a lot of competition, but in the end, after thinking about the qualities of a Giraffe Hero, someone who sticks their neck out to help others, a caring, big-hearted person, and a problem solver, the choice became clear. It would be our Melvin. Melvin has been described by many staff members as always willing to lend a hand to his classmates and encouraging them to never give up. Melvin inspires all of us, adults and students, with his motivation and extra effort in tackling whatever obstacles are put before him. His kindness and positive attitude shines through, and he is someone who definitely sees the good in all. Melvin is dedicated to making DePalito School a wonderful environment. He assists his classmates in assignments when they are becoming frustrated and encourages his friends to make good choices. He brings a positive dynamic to the classroom. A leader is someone who does the right thing even when nobody's watching. Melvin has proven he is a true leader by being a role model every day.
The evidence of his giraffe hero qualities are expressed in the words of his peers. So these are some things your classmates said about you. He is always there for us. He has a kind and encouraging heart. He is respectful. He is motivated to have good days and never has a negative attitude. He is nice, smart, causes no drama, and that's about it. That's what someone said. It is for all these reasons and so much more that we have chosen Melvin as our giraffe hero at DePalato School. Congratulations, Melvin.
Next up from Sabatier, Nathalie Ramos.
Good morning, everyone. I have the rare pleasure of speaking on behalf of myself, Ms. Perugini, Ms. Zajkowski, and Mrs. Bacon, who could not be here, about our wonderful student, Nathalie Ramos. We've known Nathalie since she was in first grade. Throughout this time, she has proven herself to be a courageous young person who has had to overcome challenges that no child should have to deal with. Her perseverance throughout elementary school years has been truly admirable to her classmates and the adults who have had the pleasure of working with her. She's not afraid to stand up for what is right, even if it means going against the crowd. Nathalie has a big heart and deeply cares about the well-being of others. She is always willing to lend a helping hand whenever she sees someone in need. And her kindness and empathy have made a positive impact on the people around her. One of her most endearing traits is that she anticipates the needs of others and makes efforts to help before the recipient even realizes that they needed it. Teachers can always rely on her to be a classroom helper. Nathalie is persistent in solving problems, and she never gives up until she finds a solution. Her determination and resilience are truly admirable, and she is always willing to put in the hard work and effort required to achieve her goals. Nathalie is not just focused on helping those who are closest to her, she also reaches out to the wider community and neighborhood. She is a member of the Safety Patrol and has participated in every outside event we have done, whether planting flowers in our community park, leading flag salute, reading to younger kids, or doing arts and crafts with senior citizens. Nathalie always takes a leadership role and helps the event to run smoothly. We highly recommend Nathalie for any opportunity that comes her way. Her courage, her caring nature, her helpfulness, persistence, and service-mindedness make her an exceptional giraffe hero. We look forward to seeing what comes in your future, Nathalie. We know you'll continue to make Sabatier proud.
Next up, from Manny's, CARLINA Castellini.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Karen Kreck. I am the advisor for the Safety Patrol and the media specialist at our school this year. I've known this student since she was in kindergarten, and everyone at Manny's knows our giraffe hero, CARLINA Castellini. I'm here to introduce her to you. CARLINA is a well-rounded 5th grade student that received 4 nominations from our staff. She is intelligent, thoughtful, compassionate student that quickly reacts to situations, especially those related to someone in need. Carlina gives of her own time to volunteer in many aspects of our school with the intent of helping others. Not only is Carlina hardworking and dedicated, to achieve academically, a straight A student since kindergarten, she is always ready to share a kind or uplifting word or words with those in need. Carlina is a compassionate soul that shows caring in everything she does. She's come to me on several occasions with a solution to a problem most I didn't even know we had, or just a way to make something better for our students. Carlina spent months as an unofficial mentor for a classmate that was struggling with confidence. Even though this was not always convenient, in her heart and mind, that was just the right thing to do. Carlina embodies being courageous and seeking the common good each day she is on her safety patrol posts. Carlina enthusiastically greets students as they enter the school each morning and encourages them to do their best that day. The same scenario plays out each afternoon as she is manning the computer during bus dismissal. At each post, Carlina is quick to identify when something is off with a student and jumps in to help. Carlina is often heard encouraging someone that is having a bad day, or she will take that student to the appropriate adult if needed. Carlina is a thoughtful, intelligent thinker that looks at multiple solutions to any problem before deciding on the best course of action. To say she is helpful is an understatement. In addition to finding her own ways to be helpful, I rely on Carlina to help me in a variety of ways, all of which she takes on with great enthusiasm and maturity. Her persistence pays off with the respect others show her. The students rely on Carlina when they need help. In closing, Carlina is a very well-rounded, respected student that sticks her neck out for others. She is caring, compassionate, and persistent in her efforts to help others and to model hero-like qualities. Thank you.
So last but certainly not least, from Wallace, Adam Giacondo.
So I'm reading this nomination for myself, but also Mrs. Gianna Scully. Adam is the epitome of what a giraffe hero should be. Adam is well-rounded and conscientious. He was chosen as a lieutenant for Wallace Middle School Safety Patrol, and Adam takes this responsibility very seriously. He can be found at his post directing traffic and guiding the students to their classrooms. If a problem arises, he quickly seeks out an adult to help. He is always looking out for others. For example, the one-on-one aid for a blind student in our school commended Adam to our safety patrol advisor, Mrs. J. She explained that when she was walking her student down the hallway, Adam purposefully will walk ahead of them to open the door and make sure that they have enough room to walk in the very crowded hallway. Adam does these things instinctively. His heart is what leads the way for him on a daily basis. He is always putting others' interests before his own. He has come to us personally to help with his friends in conflicts that don't even involve him. He just wants everyone to get along. For these reasons and many more, I believe Adam is the perfect choice for our Wallace Giraffe hero. Not only is Adam actively involved in safety patrol, he is also a dedicated band member and student PBSIS committee member. Adam is persistent in pursuing any problem or issue until a resolution is found. He offers suggestions during our PBSIS meetings and consistently strives to better our school community. Adam would offer to volunteer any way possible to better his community in a heartbeat and without hesitation. Adam truly makes a positive impact with every interaction he has. I vividly remember my first interaction with Adam. When he was in 7th grade, it was dismissal time, and my co-teacher and I were in the hallway during our hallway duty. Countless students passed by to head to their buses. After a large mass of students passed through the halls, Adam was the only student that stopped to pick up a piece of debris from a bulletin board display that had fallen down. He was concerned for the safety of others and also did not want the debris lying on the floor. He handed it to us in case we could repair the bulletin board. He carried on with a sincere goodbye. Adam chooses to do the right thing in all situations, regardless of whether or not anyone is watching. I remember my co-teacher and I thinking that Adam had such a genuine soul and we could only hope to be his teachers the following year. Now in Adam's 8th grade year, we are fortunate enough to be his teachers. He is one of the most caring and big-hearted humans I have ever met, and I believe he beyond deserves this honor. Congratulations.